Christmas is almost here, and for some of us, we love planning parties and finding the perfect gift. But for others, we may dread the entire season, just feeling stressed out, rushed, or honestly, maybe a little disappointed in the gifts or lack thereof that you're given. Well, what if this Christmas season, we could shift our perspective to realize that we already have all that we need? Recently, my wife and I moved into a new house, and although it has been a few months, there's still boxes left to unpack, decor to be hung, walls to be painted, and things that the old owner just simply left behind. Sometimes, it just doesn't feel like home yet. Maybe you can relate to that feeling of not quite feeling at home. Maybe you visit your friends or loved one's house this Christmas, and during the party, you look around and ask yourself, can I go home now? Will anyone notice if I just slip out the door and leave? Introverts, I'm with you. In the book of Jeremiah, a prophet wrote a letter to the Jewish people who were stuck in a different country. They found themselves in this unfamiliar place, and I can imagine them thinking, oh, we're just staying for a bit. Honey, don't even bother unpacking. We'll be home before you know it. Jeremiah provided valuable insight that although they were away from home, God wanted them to build houses, settle down, and have families. They were encouraged to pray, to seek peace, and work for prosperity in the community around them. Instead of wishing away their circumstances, God was crafting their character to care about the relationships and real connections around them. Too often, I think we find ourselves wishing, dreaming, and living in the future of the next season instead of focusing on living in the present. Instead of building our lives here and now. Wherever you find yourself, what would it look like for you to stay a while? What would it look like for you to start investing in the relationships that are around you, making yourself at home? This might look like joining us for a Christmas gathering at the Journey. It might look like starting to connect with others in a J group or planning to join our J team to help serve and give back in our community. The verse that comes in the middle of this story is powerful. God says, "For I know the plans I have for you, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you a hope and a future." That's Jeremiah 29:11. We don't know what the future holds, but God makes a promise to us that He knows our futures, and spoiler alert, they're good.
Thanks so much for tuning in to Thought in 3. If you enjoyed this content, make sure you subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with everything happening at the Journey.